Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. If you're in the market to buy or sell, this is your segment. We're going to introduce you to Kate Berry. She's with Realty Executives Cooper Spransy. You're a realtor. Thanks for being with us.
I am, yes, thank you. Thank you for having me. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. So many questions for you. Boy, this is a great time to talk about real estate. We're going to talk a little bit about that and then an event that's coming up as well. But you really get to see all areas of Madison. I bet that's exciting. What are some of your favorite aspects of the city?
It is. So I am born and raised in Madison, and kind of funny enough, I've never had the temptation to ever move out of the city. Nothing has ever made me feel like, oh, there's greener pastures out there. So there's so many things I feel like people can list off about why the city is so great. And I've oftentimes will work with clients that are moving to the area, and I'll talk with them about all of the reasons why Madison is great and why they should take the job here instead of somewhere else. But one of the things that I was just thinking about actually yesterday, it popped up on my social media, was the Badger, or the Bucky Parade, I think it's called. I'm totally butchering the name of it. But so it's the life-size Bucky Badger statues that have been painted by 85 different artists, and they're placed all throughout the city. And that's running right now, and that's just one of the things I feel like is just so Madison and just brought a smile to my face. So it's those kinds of events that we see here in our city that just, bring joy and happiness and are just Madison.
Yeah, I love that. So well put.
Yeah.
Just Madison.
Just Madison.
We all know
so
what we're saying.
Just Madison.
I love that. Yeah, and that's a great one to mention. Now, in real estate, because you get to see all these things, you know so much about that, but how did you get started in the business of real estate?
Yeah, so I've technically officially been in the business since 2012. But I always tell people that I've kind of been in it for a lifetime. So I'm actually fourth generation Madison real estate, and my family developed a great array of neighborhoods around the Madison area, everywhere from Shorewood Hills to Westmoreland, Sunset Village, Orchard Ridge. And so that's just what I grew up with. And ever since I was a little tot, I spent time with my dad in his real estate office and flipped through the MLS pages before it was online, and it used to be in a book. And so it was just kind of a matter of time for me. After college, I dove in, and I haven't looked back since.
Wow, good for you. Congrats. Yeah, it really is kind of in the blood. You were born in the business in some regards.
Yep.
Boy, the market is really hot right now.
It is.
And people out there, homes are selling quickly.
They are.
There's definitely challenges with that, though. Let's talk about some of them.
There are. So for sellers right now, there are very little challenges. They get to be, in the driver's seat with the offers that come in, and they typically will have a whole array of offers. Most everything is going for over asking price right now, so it's a very good time to sell. But for the buyers, it's a little bit more challenging. There's definitely a historic low for inventory, so there's not a whole lot to choose from. There's a lot of people that are competing for houses. I've recently done a couple of deals where there's been over 20 offers on one property, and obviously the house can only sell to one person. So it's a little bit challenging out there for buyers right now, but they are still definitely out there in droves. And with a little bit of patience and some creative work, it's definitely possible to achieve homeownership right now.
Yeah, so it can happen if you're frustrated out there.
It can happen.
And Kate can help.
Yes.
Now, one of the reasons we reached out to you is because you're a business sponsor for Fetch Wisconsin Rescue.
I am.
And they have a 5K dog jog this month. First of all, I love that name. That's
do,
great.
yeah.
So tell us a little bit about it.
So the 5K dog jog is coming up on May 19th, and that's going to be out in Verona, Wisconsin Brewing Company. I think this is the fourth or fifth year that we've had the event, and it's always just been a smashing success. So we, the dog rescue, I should say we, because I'm actually part of the rescue too, not just a business sponsor, but we have a number of different events throughout the year, but this is our big one, and it's a lot of fun. It's family friendly, it's dog friendly, so people come out with their dogs, they run a 5K, and then there's live music, auction items, lots of great food, and then of course beer at the end of the race throughout the afternoon.
It sounds like a lovely event.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Beyond being the business sponsor for a dog rescue, you're also very hands-on in this organization, saving dogs' lives. Let's talk about that quick before we head to break.
Yeah, absolutely. So for a number of years now, I have been very hands-on within the rescue, helping with fostering and dog sitting, serving on the board. So just beyond the business sponsorship, I really liked to dive in and be hands-on because it's a lot of fun to be hands-on when you're working with dogs.
Yeah,
so to this date, I think I've fostered about 40 dogs, helped them find their forever homes, and stayed in touch with a lot of them. It's a really cool process. I'm on a little bit of a break from fostering because I've got a 1.5-year-old and she keeps my life chaotic enough as it is.
Yeah.
But we've recently dog sat for a couple dogs lately, and it was just a lot of fun to dive back into that.
Wow, great chatting with you. Again, this is Kate Berry with Realty Executives Cooper Spransy. So if you're buying, selling, or if you're a dog out there that needs help, she might have your back.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
We have more Talk of the Town coming up after the break.